What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Your boy, TheDreadMan, is back, and this is an episode of Nerd Talk. I'm gonna get back more into doing video game blogs, gameplay for you guys, and I'm gonna be uploading this on my video game channel as well. But I'm here to give you guys my review because I just had the pleasure of playing and beating the first part, which I'll get into that in a second, of possibly the greatest RPG, possibly top 3 Final Fantasies ever, and possibly maybe even top 5, top 3 video games of all time. Final Fantasy VII, the remake. Yeah, I had to go out and get the special edition for this. But anyway, this game is not without flaw. I mean, you know, it's not really perfect. I mean, because let's face it, this game has been at least a decade, maybe even a decade and a half in the making. So, I mean, a lot of people have been anticipating this, especially with the legacy that this game has behind it and the standard that this game has to live up to. I mean, so come on, let's face it. You know, Final Fantasy VII is a reason why a lot of people are into RPGs. This game is the reason why a lot of people, including myself, got into RPGs, because I remember, because this game came out in 1997, but I didn't get it until like late 1998 because I saw this. I was in Walmart or whatever, and I had like 20, 25 bucks or whatever, and I begged my mom to get me this new game. And then I saw this guy with blonde spiky hair looking at a big building with a huge ass sword on his back, and I say, oh man, I gotta get this game. So I got it, and the thing is, I popped it in, and see, I never really played RPG before, then I popped it in, I was like, hey, like, this isn't a hack and slash type of game. I thought this was gonna be a hack and slash game. But I learned the elements of an RPG, and the thing is, I was very, very impressed with it. I mean, because once I picked it up, I couldn't put it down. I was really, really hooked on it. But anyway, now, as far as the little flaws, little chinks in the armor this game has, first one is, I don't know if you got, and the thing is, a lot of people may or may not have had issue with this. I mean, because I know that the combat system is revamped, because there's still some, of course they're going to have RPG elements, because come on, this is an action slash RPG. Sometimes, like, the combat can be just a tad bit glitchy. I guess they're going to patch that up in the next couple of parts of this series, but yeah. There's a couple of glitches, but I mean, it doesn't really take away from the overall gameplay. Second is that it's one part of a multi-part game, which they say they're gonna do 3, maybe 4 parts of it, which a lot of people are very, very critical of that. However, does that take away from the graphics, the gameplay, the story, the character development, and the overall experience that the Final Fantasy VII Remake gives you? Hell no, absolutely not. This game brings it in every single which way. It gives the old school fans something to, I mean, it gives old school and nostalgia fans, it gives us a nostalgia trip, and all the new fans, you know, who are just picking up this game for the first time, they're like, well, even if they're picking up Final Fantasy VII for the first time, they probably have played Final Fantasy 13, 14, 15, and the combat system heavily borrows from Final Fantasy 15, which, you know, I kind of had to get used to that one too, because there's some hack and slash elements to Final Fantasy 15 as well, which I liked. And I mean, the thing is, it's not a pure 100% RPG, but it is an action hack and slash with RPG elements. I mean, the RPG is still the core, but overall, this game, I mean, the thing is, it really does have something for everybody. Now, as far as the story, for people who don't know, I mean, you can pretty much look it up on the internet, but it starts off with a soldier, Cloud Strife, blonde-haired, spiky protagonist, which a lot of animes have. Go figure. But yeah, he's he's a gun for hire. He's a mercenary. He starts with a simple job, and he links up with this terrorist group called Avalanche, who want to stop these factories from polluting the earth. Talk about some anime version of Captain Planet. But anyway. Yeah, and the thing is, it goes on this epic journey of trying to save the world. And like all the characters, while all the characters are not introduced in this first part of the game, they do introduce you to the main characters. Heck, even some of the side characters have a lot more dialogue. They're a lot more fleshed out, and they have a lot more life to them, like Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse. They're non-playable characters, and even Red 13, which I'll get to in a second, is a non-playable character, but the dialogue they have and the character interactions, it is amazing. Even like the little the characters, like the little interactive characters in certain parts of the game, even they have more life in them. So they really do bring it in that aspect, like, because of course, like, it was just a regular 3D blocky game back in 1997, 1998 when we picked up Final Fantasy for the first time. But now Midgard or whatever, yeah, Midgard. It is, the thing is, they really did bring life into it. They really did give us something like, wow, man, like this is a revamped version of the game. Like they built it. I mean, the thing is, they had the blueprint to go off of for the original, but they really did do a good job building this from the ground up and giving us something really to look at. And now, like I said, as far as the combat and the gameplay, I like it. Like I said, you know, there's a couple of little chinks in the armor of it. Like sometimes it can be a little bit glitchy, but I do like it and how you can switch from. It's sort of turn-based style, but it's still to the point where you can still switch from character to character like seamlessly through the gameplay, and that's something that I like because it's not just a hack and slash type of game, and it's not really just a regular RPG either. There is a method to it. You do have to have some type of strategy. I mean, sure, you can just blast and slash and fight your way through, but thing is, there's certain methods, there's certain strategies that you have to use to take down certain enemies, and you know, I really do like that. Now, I really could go on and on all day, but I really can't wait for the next part of this game, because hopefully they release the next part within the next 6 months, or hopefully before 2020 is over, and hopefully they release the third and final part, or maybe even the fourth and final part, however long they plan to stretch this series out for. Hopefully they don't wait too long to release the parts, but overall, I would give this game a 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, the only thing really keeping me from giving this a perfect score is the fact that this is an incomplete game, or is it? Like I said, or is that what the creators of this game want you to believe? Because I would give the graphics, the action, the gameplay, the story, all that is a 10. The only really thing that takes away from it is the fact that this game is not finished. But anyway, for everybody who's played this game, for everybody who's read reviews on it, or for everybody who's like not really played it, but who's watched video gameplay from various gamer YouTube gamers out here, what did you think of this game? Anyway, I'm out, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all subscribe to both my video game channel and my main channel right here. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.